Hi, my name is Matt Scamser, the CEO of a now two-time Inc. 5000 company, Biolabs Pro. We get a lot of questions about a lot of the products we sell, including vitamin D. So we thought we'd make an awesome video for you to explain some of the many benefits of vitamin D. But first, if you like videos like this and anything we talk about today is helpful to you, we want you to like and subscribe. So let's jump right in. Let's talk about the many benefits of vitamin D. First things first, where does vitamin D come from? So a lot of times you hear vitamin D in reference to sunlight. We call it the sunshine vitamin for a reason. So vitamin D is derived from UVB rays from the sun. So technically, the sun's ultraviolet UVB rays activate cholesterol in the skin cells and provide energy for vitamin D synthesis to occur. Vitamin D is also found in fatty foods, oils, mushrooms, and we'll talk some about where you're going to get your vitamin D from in a few minutes. But first, the bad news, vitamin D deficiency. We're going to talk about some of the symptoms of vitamin D deficiency, and you can determine if you fall in line with some of those symptoms and if you need to supplement with vitamin D. Of course, we want you to speak to your doctor, and we preface every video with saying that we are not doctors. We do not offer medical advice. This is just coming from our experience, coming from some research we've done, but do not take our advice as actual medical advice for you. Everybody has individual needs. Everybody's different. Everybody needs to take their health into their own hands. Certainly seek out a physician or medical advice if you have specific questions about what we're going to talk about today. But vitamin D deficiency. So vitamin D deficiency can be really bad. So you can have depression, anxiety, be in a bad mood. If you think about it, like parts of the United States of America that have a lot of cloud cover, a lot of rain, there's a lot of increased depression in those areas, like up in the upper northwest region of the United States. So that's for a reason, and that has to do with vitamin D. That has to do with you're not getting enough sunlight, you're not getting enough sunshine, you're not getting outside enough. So a lot of times that depression can be related back to vitamin D. There's other factors as well, but that's certainly one of them. Skin problems. Vitamin D is actually well known in the industry to help with certain skin conditions, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Hair loss can be a symptom of vitamin D deficiency. Bone density, if you're breaking bones, like in older people, sometimes your bones get more brittle, so you're lacking calcium, and you're also lacking vitamin D. Not only that, muscle cramps. So vitamin D is actually a sectosteroid. So you say a steroid, yes, it acts like a hormone. We're going to talk about that in a second, but that could lead to weakened muscles if you have vitamin D deficiency. Steroids are actually referenced in relation to stronger muscles, right? And stronger, better athletic performance, better bone density in general. Those are the symptoms of vitamin D deficiency. Now let's talk about the benefits of vitamin D. I referenced this already, but vitamin D can act like a hormone. Hormones have a lot of positive benefits. So this is for men or women. So an increase in strength, and there's actually some studies that show an increase in testosterone as well by using vitamin D. Another great benefit of vitamin D is it can increase your immune system. So really great for immune system support. Believe it or not, during the pandemic, the COVID pandemic that hit the world, our vitamin D product sales went through the roof because a lot of doctors were recommending people take more vitamin D, improve your immune system. And there's a reason why cold season is cold season. It's cold season because it's in the winter time. It's when there's less sunlight, there's less warmth, there's less people getting outside, so you could get sick more often, right? So vitamin D boosts your immune system, can keep you healthy for longer. We're not saying that it's the only thing you need to do to keep healthy, but certainly testing and checking your vitamin D levels and keeping them at an optimal level will help increase your immune system and keep you from getting as many colds and flus. Another really amazing benefit of vitamin D is helping fight psoriasis and eczema. We are not claiming that our products or any other vitamin D products out there are going to treat, cure, or prevent any disease. We are not saying that these particular products have been clinically studied, because they have not. But what we are saying is there are other studies out there on PubMed and by the NIH and so forth that actually use vitamin D to treat various skin conditions. So dry skin can be a symptom of vitamin D deficiency, but we have a lot of anecdotal evidence from customers and from doctors that say vitamin D can treat psoriasis and eczema, even in babies, even in young children. Now that you know some of the benefits of vitamin D, you might be wondering, how can I get more vitamin D? So first, you could get outside more. We talked about UVB rays that actually increase vitamin D levels. Also in foods, fatty foods, mushrooms, oils, we've talked some about that. There's lots of references online to what kind of foods can help increase vitamin D. Even on biolabspro.com, we have some articles discussing foods in relation to increasing vitamin D levels. Another way is oral supplementation. So there are a lot of studies out there talking about vitamin D supplements. We actually prefer topical. We think that topical supplementation is better. Topical supplementation is easier, prevents you from having to take too many supplements and swallowing too many pills every day. So there's a lot of studies as well about topical supplementation of vitamin D. I'm going to get into some of those studies in a minute, but we just first want to lay the foundation of these are the ways that you can increase your vitamin D levels. So just for the fun of it, I want to reference a couple really great vitamin D studies for you, and we're going to include the link in the video, like in the reference section. We're going to include multiple references to vitamin D studies, including about skin conditions, but also including the topical effectiveness of vitamin D and also the dosages of vitamin D. So we get a lot of questions about what is the dose I should take every day. So again, talk to your doctor, but here are some studies that I'll reference now that have some really great information for you. So in one study of 555 healthy patients, I'm going to read to you the results of that study. It's very exciting. The results of a study indicate that transdermal route of vitamin D is potentially safe and can give desired results to raise vitamin D levels. And this route is an alternative route to supplementation of vitamin D, which can and should be utilized. So it's talking about the effectiveness of topical vitamin D. Again, that study reference is going to be in the video. Another study I was really excited to read is a larger study of 4,700 patients that is also referenced here in the video. So in summary, that study showed that long-term supplementation with vitamin D3 in dosages ranging from 5,000 to 50,000 IU per day appears to be safe. So again, we've seen online articles referencing vitamin D supplementation recommended at 3,000 to 5,000 IU per day, but most supplements you'll find out there are about 10,000 IU per day. But studies show that people can take 25,000 to 50,000 IU per day without ill effects. So don't be afraid to take some higher dosage of vitamin D, like a 10,000 or a 15,000 IU. In our particular case, you can use 1 pump per day, or if you want to use half a pump per day, you can apply it on your inner arms. Apply it where you have some skin dryness, some skin issues as well. But those studies particularly reference the effectiveness of topical vitamin D, as well as the safety of vitamin D in certain higher dosages, if you had a question about that. Well, that's a wrap for now for vitamin D. If any of this information was useful to you at all, please like and subscribe. And please reach out to us if you have any questions regarding vitamin D or some other product line that Biolabs Pro is an expert in, and we will gladly email you back. And maybe your questions might show up on our YouTube channel and we will answer them. I will personally answer them. So please reach out to us, care@biolabspro.com. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, we'll see you soon.